All right, I'm leaning in. Good morning to you, and thank you for joining us today for the midweek edition of Virginia This Morning. Trending topics, things of interest, food, community events, and so much more is what you're going to find on the area's only live local talk and entertainment show, Virginia This Morning. I'm Bill Bevins. Kristen Lors is here today. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, it's always great to see what's on the show each day because no 2 days are the same. So tell me, what is new and exciting with you?
First of all, blue's my favorite color, as you know, and I didn't even know you were going to be on with us today, and then you've got on this beautiful blue outfit.
Wait, is it Wednesday?
It is Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the last couple weeks, I feel like we've kind of had the Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right.
Not really sure.
Right.
Today is the day.
But I love that blue.
Thank you. I like your navy.
Thank you.
It looks good.
Okay.
And your shirt underneath.
Am
too.
I blue? Anyway, yeah, so there's that.
Okay.
All right, folks, we want to be everywhere you are, whether you're blue or not, and we've created this very special segment so we can enjoy all the fun and special moments that you're experiencing with your friends and families. So take a look at this photo. All right, somebody's having some fun there. Yeah, looks good. All right, we're going to share the details and then check out a few others that are in the inbox. We're going to open that thing up in less than 20 minutes.
All right. Dolly Parton is a country music legend, and so it's fitting. Hi, her Dollywood Family Amusement Park is a top destination for family vacations. Ellen Liston is the PR manager for the park and is excited to tell us all about the fun that they have planned during their Smoky Mountain Summer Celebration. That conversation is coming up. I cannot wait to hear about Dollywood.
And find out what's going on top of Old Smoky. And it seems unreal that some Americans actually feel guilty about taking a summer vacation. Not one of them. You should leave the guilt behind so that you can take that much needed trip and recharge. This is the topic today in the next installment of our Wisdom Wednesday series. Our great friend Mitchell Creasy, known as the President's Coach, will share some details. That's coming up in our second half hour.
Feeling guilty about that. Well, right now we're going to send it over to CBS 6 meteorologist Mike Stone. He's in for Tom Patton today. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, guys. And we've had quite a bit of rain past few days. We're going to have, are starting to get a little bit moldy.
A little understatement there, Mikey.
Yeah, you know, it kind of depends on where you were. There have been some sections that have got multiple inches of rain each day, and other areas have gotten just like a light shower or two. Had some decent rain late yesterday and overnight. That's moved on out. We're still kind of gray across the region right now. And our normal high is 89 degrees. We'll be kind of close to that today. We'll be a little bit cooler than yesterday since we have more clouds around. Since midnight, we've had just under a ½ inch of rain at the airport. That brings the monthly total up to almost 8 inches of rain, making up some ground for some dry weather we had earlier in the summer. Visibility has come back up. Had some spots earlier this morning that had reduced visibility due to fog, but that has improved. And temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 70s across most of the region, and it is very muggy outside. There's a little front in the area that's going to kind of wiggle back and forth during the day today, and every now and then we'll have a few of these batches of showers tracking on by. There's one here west of I-95, another one out by the Panhandle, and this will kind of move on through during the day today. Not a ton of rain going on right now. Have just a few sprinkles across the metro and especially points south and west, where we have a little steadier band of showers here from Dillon down to Farmville back towards about Brookneal. And again, this is not heavy rain by any means. It's actually breaking up a little bit as it tracks to the east. We'll have some scattered showers around the rest of the morning. This afternoon, a slightly better chance of a few showers and thunderstorms, especially after about 2 or 3 o'clock. Highs, they get well into the 80s. And then for this evening, still a couple showers and thunderstorms around. We'll start to dry out for a few hours briefly. Then a little wave of rain is going to come in late tonight and the first half of the day tomorrow. We'll be in the 70s in the morning, kind of a soggy first half of the day, and then the rain chance will begin to kind of decrease northwest to southeast tomorrow afternoon, and highs tomorrow will be in the upper 70s and low 80s. We have a marginal risk that's level 1 out of 5 for a few stronger storms today with some gusty winds. We'll keep an eye on that. And we also have the potential for some really heavy rain, just like the past couple days with this muggy air. Thunderstorms will kind of sit over an area for a little bit and may put down more than an inch of rain in like about 15-20 minutes. So if you get under a few of these storms today, could be another situation where you get multiple inches of rain. That risk of seeing some heavy rain is higher south of I-64 from the metro down towards southern Virginia. And tomorrow, after about midday, that risk will shift farther south and east as the day progresses. And taking a look at our rain chances, about 60% today, 70% tomorrow. Again, that's mostly for the first half of the day. It drops on Friday to 20%. And this is not a misprint. We will actually have dry weather this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. Yay! You just scared the heck out of me there. I'm an old man, Bevins. You can't scare me like that. I smell toast. Everything's getting dark. We have a high of 88 today, 82 tomorrow. Then we'll be close to 90 over the weekend with some 90s next week. We'll talk more about your forecast coming up in a few minutes. But I'm going to have the paramedics restart my heart, and we'll have VTM coming up in just about 60 seconds.
All right, good morning, making our own sunshine today. Happy High Point Wednesday. We say that because they used to call it Hump Day, but we realized, okay, well, this is the high point of the week. Then we can coast down towards the weekend. Yeah, so High Point Wednesday. It is July the 24th, just after 9 o'clock. That means Virginia this morning is in full swing. I'm Bill Bevins, get his name right, and Kristen Lors joins us today. Good morning, Kristen.
Good morning to you. I feel like I've introduced myself as Reba and Rob because sometimes I would have to fill in with them and I'm like, wait, I'm here for them. What is my own name?
Yeah,
it happens.
Playing the part of.
That's right. What am I here for today?
Well, my name's Bill. Actually, no, never mind.
We don't have to go into nicknames or anything.
No nicknames. We won't do that.
That's right.
Yeah. It's your turn. All right, if you're just tuning in now, we welcome you to our live show. If you are a repeat viewer, welcome back. Here's a quick preview of some of what you're going to see on our live show today.
We always look forward to opening up our inbox to showcase some fun submissions. That's coming up in our Everywhere You Are segment.
And folks, the Dollywood Parks and Resort is hosting a summer celebration event. Ellen Liston is here, and she's going to tell us all about the fun you can have down there in the park.
I'm looking forward to that. And we have much more in store for you to enjoy, but you have to stay tuned.
All right, folks, here's an interesting fact for today. Today is National Drive-Through Day.
Drive-through day, okay.
Kristen, do you have a favorite drive-through spot?
I probably do. Maybe like, you want to really know a restaurant? Maybe just like Chick-fil-A. They're quick.
Yeah, they're very quick.
Very timely, right?
Have you ever been on the West Coast and done the In-N-Out burger on the West Coast?
I have, but we did not do the drive-through. We went in to get the full experience.
I didn't
but
know
tell
they
me about
actually
it.
had an inside. The one I went to. Anyway, yeah, that was cool. Locally, I'm going to go with Cookout.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
I love
haven't
those.
been to
The
Cookout in a
barbecue's
while.
good there.
Yeah, great
Yeah,
barbecue,
so.
great cheese fries.
But Doctor, I didn't say that.
That's right.
I don't actually go there. So he wouldn't want to hear that answer.
I won't tell.
Okay, good. He's busy. He's not watching this morning. He's got doctor stuff he's doing. All right, Kristen, it's the fourth Wednesday in July, so you know what that means. It's time for this week's word game. Where'd that come from? All right, here's the premise of the game. For those of you who haven't seen it before, I mentioned a word and/or phrase that we've all heard and even used in conversation. You have to figure out the origin of the word, where it comes from. So today's phrase is red letter day. It's a red letter day, Kristen. Where does that come from?
I feel like I've never heard that. It's a red letter day.
Never
Wait,
heard it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a red letter day. Red letter.
Yeah.
Red letter.
Meaning it's a big day, it's an important day.
I was
the
going
meaning.
the other way. Okay.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
That's
What
the meaning.
I was thinking of a red letter. What is red? The scarlet letter. Red letter. I'm way
scarlet's
off
red.
by your face there. Okay, well, you just proposed it as something positive. It's a red leather day.
Yes.
So something,
Well, it's something
celebrating.
important.
We're
It's
celebrating.
something
Oh, important. Okay. Oh, okay. So a high importance. Maybe I get some of those. This flagged. It's red, but I can't think of where this would come from if it were the Scarlet Letter, which I'm
Show's over
thinking
at
of would
10,
be
by
in the
the way.
1600s. I told you I went the wrong way. Scarlet Letter. That's
Scarlet
what
Letter's the answer.
I was
Okay.
thinking.
All right, did she get it right? Yeah. Stick around. Maybe you got it right. We'll find out the actual answer a little bit later on in the show.
All right, but before we head to break, we'll check in one more time with meteorologist just to make sure that he's alive. Bill just about scared him out of his shoes over there.
Mikey, do you know the answer?
Is it bigger
got a
than a
guess?
bread box, Bill?
The red box.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Oh, bigger than, I thought you said red box. No. The letter? No, it's not bigger than a bread box.
Okay. All right, think about it. Keep in mind, you startled me before. My brain's not working on full capacity now. There's a picture of something behind me. Oh, there it is. It's the Dynamicam. Hey, they actually got something interesting going on today. There's actually a Scout Day today. They have a game at 12:05. That's a little unusual for our time, but they have one going on today. Our normal high this time of year is about 89 degrees. We're going to make it up in the upper 80s. We're already in the upper 70s. So even with the clouds, the temperatures will climb a little bit. The dew points are in the low and mid 70s. Whenever the dew point's above 70, it's pretty muggy. The dew points will stay in the 70s for today and tomorrow, and then they'll drop. We actually have a front that'll move through the area later tomorrow, and that'll bring a pretty decent drop in humidity on Friday. It'll be fairly comfortable for the weekend, at least for this time of year, and then it starts turning more muggy as we get into next week. Take a look at the month so far. We've had a bunch of 90s in there and a little bit of a cool down as of late thanks to some of the rain across the area, but take a look at the monthly rainfall. It's almost 8 inches of accumulation. This is officially at the airport. There have been some sections of our state that have gotten more than twice this amount of rain so far this month. And since midnight, we've had just under ½ an inch of rain so far. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s right now. It's muggy outside. And we're going to have some of these batches of showers tracking through the area from time to time. A little bit of light rain kind of scattered about the area now. Nothing of any major consequence. A few sprinkles around Richmond, a couple of light showers there, Cumberland County down through Farmville and Prince Edward County back westward towards about the Brookneal area. And for our day today, we have a marginal risk for a couple stronger thunderstorms. That's level 1 out of 5 for some gusty winds there. We'll also have some locally heavy rainfall totals. We'll have more showers and storms around tomorrow. Best chance tomorrow is going to be the first half of the day. Then after that, a very low rain chance on Friday. And it looks like we will be dry both Saturday and Sunday. Here's a look at our hour-by-hour forecast this afternoon. The chance of showers and thunderstorms going up a little bit mid to late afternoon. Those move on by. We see a little bit of a lull. And here's a batch of some of that steadier rain tomorrow through about midday or so. Then the chance rain will start decreasing in the afternoon. The rain chance on Friday is pretty low. We may have a few isolated pop-up showers in a few locations, but that should be about it. High temperatures today will be in the 80s area-wide. Tonight, we're not going to drop too low. We'll be in the low mid 70s again, and highs for tomorrow will be in the upper 70s and low 80s. Then it gets a little bit warmer after that. We're back up into the mid and upper 80s to around 90 for the upcoming weekend. We'll be right around 90 Monday and Tuesday, and it looks like we'll start climbing through the 90s later next week. Here's a look at our 7-day forecast. A higher chance of rain the first half of the day tomorrow, low rain chance on Friday, a less humid weekend with sunshine, 87 and 89 respectively Saturday and Sunday, and maybe a few pop-up thunderstorms by the time we hit next Tuesday. I will have more on your forecast coming up today on the CBS 6 News at noon. We'll take a break in Virginia this morning. We'll be right back.
This segment is sponsored by Dollywood Parks and Resorts, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
All right, folks, we certainly wish Tennessee was a little bit closer because we'd all be hanging out at Dollywood Theme Park all the time, but it's a great trip to take, especially this time of year. Ellen Liston is the PR manager at Dollywood Parks and Resorts and joins us this morning about Dollywood's Smoky Mountain Summer Celebration, and we welcome her back to our live show. Good to see you again.
It is great to be here. You know, it's not just down the road, but it's such a pleasant drive. We were just talking, we almost didn't go on the air because we were just chit-chatting and they were trying to tell us to pay attention.
Time to go, time to go.
Let's go. But, you know, it's such a beautiful drive that going down and then coming back, coming from this area and down to the Great Smoky Mountains, Takes about 6 hours, so
But you can break that up.
you can break it up. And once you get there, means you got to stay a couple of days and enjoy everything.
Well, Dollywood, I think, for a lot of folks, has become kind of, you know, that dream vacation that they want to take in. You know, there's this glow around Dolly and has been forever, and people love her so much. Let's talk about summer down there. I mentioned that my mom was from Asheville, and I spent my summers there when I was a kid. It's always at least 5 degrees cooler
Yeah, it is.
than it is in Richmond.
It is. But you know what else? If you go to Dollywood during our summer celebration or go over to Dollywood Splash Country, our water park, we got lots of ways to keep you cool, even if the weather is hot. So some of the things that folks need to know when they come to the summer celebration, it's on top of everything we already have there, and it's all just the one price. So what you do, this is my thing that I suggest, and we're showing a little bit of one of the fun slides at Dollywood Splash Country, is, so I'm not a ride person.
Me neither.
I am more on the mild side.
Yeah.
So at Dollywood Splash Country, that is where you'll see
There
me
we go.
floating down the lazy river or in the wave pool. But my family is on the Tailspin Racer trying to see who's going to get down first, or on the River Rush water coaster. And they have a great time.
Hold on just a second.
and
With
so
your
do I.
accent, I need to translate. She said River Rush Water Coaster. There we go.
Sorry about that. And I tell people, it's the only other language I speak.
Hey, that's
is
okay.
this. You know, it is what it is. Me and Dolly, right? But so many great ways to cool off. And when you get to the summer celebration event at Dollywood, we've got great shows inside. We've got a show called A Gazillion Bubbles. Now, I'm going to admit to you, because I know you're going to call me on this, I haven't counted them.
Okay.
So
It's a
might
gazillion.
it might be a gazillion and 12.
Yeah.
But it's
Close.
around a gazillion, give or take a few bubbles.
Sure.
Unbelievable fun show. You and I would have as much fun going to see that show as the little ones. Oftentimes we find parents and grandparents that are having more fun than anybody. We have lots of outdoor fun. You're seeing a picture of the foam area. Lots of colors, great places to take photos. One of the things we really want when people come to our area, not just Dollywood, but the Great Smoky Mountains as a whole, is kind of leave all that digital stuff behind, unless you're taking a picture to capture a memory. But we want families to experience things together.
In the moment.
In the
And
moment.
enjoy. It's a special place, and soak it all up.
Yeah, and that's why we have a little something for everybody. So when my family goes, I love the shows. I love to ride on the train that you saw. I love the fireworks. This is a special show we have during summer, the Prunty Stunt Dog Show, which is super fun. But in between, I go eat a funnel cake or
I was going to get to the food. Let's
or
talk
our
food.
world famous cinnamon bread while they're riding Wild Eagle and Lightning Rod. So see, it works for everybody.
You know, it's amazing to me, this idea of having a theme park in the Smoky Mountains. Obviously, there'd been, you know, there's the Boone, North Carolina, and Cherokee, North Carolina. Across in Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountains, Dolly, and you put that together and you have this theme park, and it has grown and grown and done great. And it was an idea that I think probably a lot of folks would have said, nah. But if you thought about it, obviously it's a hit.
It is. Well, you know, Dolly is truly the smartest person I've ever met.
Yep.
And she knew entertainment. She knew about a big family, bringing people together to have fun and make memories together with simple things. Well, then she kind of amped it up a little bit with world-class entertainment, world-class rides.
Yeah.
And when you add Dolly in the Smokies, and also the people of the Smoky Mountains that work there,
Sweet
with
people.
all the great things that we have. You know, we were named just last month TripAdvisor's #1 theme park in the country.
There you go.
And that's not just like our fellow theme park folks saying that. That's you and everybody that comes and visits.
Yeah.
So that's been thrilling for us to be able to have that accolade. And again, just down the road, not too far.
We haven't mentioned the Dolly Parton Experience.
So that opened a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Dolly was there to kick it off, and it what a great tribute to, we call her our dreamer in chief. What a great title
I love that.
to have. We all aspire to that, but it is several different museum type attractions, state-of-the-art technology, where you can maybe be part of maybe 9 to 5. You're seeing a little Dolly from there.
Yeah.
We have some great things you can do, but tells her story, not just leaving the Smoky Mountains going to become a country star, and she's now a rock star, as we all know.
There's that, yeah.
But there's a second building called Behind the Seams that kind of takes you through what makes Dolly Dolly.
Yeah.
And then an amazing exhibit called Precious Memories, which is in the lobby of one of our theaters, where her niece Heidi has a brand new show. You can kind of learn about how faith and family and growing up in the Smokies really shaped Dolly as a kid into an adult and still shapes her today. So
I think Ellen likes her job.
Yeah.
She does. Thank you for making the trip up, and safe travels back home. I know you want to get back there as quick as possible, as we all do. The Dollywood Smoky Mountain Summer Celebration is underway right now and runs until August the 11th. Dollywood Park and Resorts is located at 2700 Dollywood Parks Boulevard in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. You can give them a call at 800 Dollywood. Check them out online at Dollywood.com and find them on social media too on Facebook.com/Dollywood. Kristen wants to go. We're going to send it over her right now.
I have been to Dollywood and I love it. Ellen, I've been meaning to tell you, I even named my dog Dolly. That's how much we love Dolly Parton and Dollywood. All right, well, that would be awesome. Here's a programming note to share with you. Whether you want to watch an episode you missed or want to rewatch a segment again, you can do just that by logging onto our website at virginiathismorning.com so you can stay connected with the show. If you have access to Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Android TV channels, you can watch it there too. If you need the app, just visit the App Store on your device and search WTVR Richmond. The best part is, it is absolutely free. Welcome back. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, how much vacation time do you get in a year? Makes you think about it. In a recent Forbes magazine poll, it was revealed that 47% of Americans feel guilty about taking a summer vacation. Wow.
Not in this room. All right, how can that be? Well, we're going to find out. The President's coach, Mitchell Creasy, joins us to talk about this topic in this week's Wisdom Wednesday. Mitchell, come on now. People feel guilty about taking vacation. Who are these people? And no.
Yeah, I'm with you. I am with you, Bill. It's crazy. I think it should be the opposite. Like 2 weeks work. What is that? 300 and
the rest of it vacation. Yeah, let's switch that.
That's right. That's right, exactly.
Well, I like what you said here, because the stress means more to us than the vacation. And what I'm thinking, you can probably explain this better than me. What I was thinking is that we're so focused on what we're doing, we're in the stress, that it's hard to take a break from that.
What language are y'all speaking here? I don't understand this words that you're speaking.
That's a conversation Bill is just going to exit stage right for. You will see it in 5 minutes.
I want to hear about it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. But you're totally right, Kristen. Like, all right, here it is, guys. Let's be honest. Culturally, we value stress more than we value vacation. Culturally, we use busyness as a substitute for self-worth, and we use guilt as a tool to keep us in the know. Why this doesn't feel so good to us, though, is because instinctually, biologically, we are always hardwired to seek the new. So what we've built is beautiful, but what we've built is in conflict with who we actually are.
All right, I'm a little dizzy.
Okay.
Trying to let this soak in. All right, so, all right, let's break this down, because I think I'm a little older than Kristen and you and pretty much everybody else. Is this a generational thing?
Well, okay. Yes and no, right? Gen Z, amazing advocates for themselves. So if the contract says 5 o'clock, all right, cool. We agreed on those terms. 5 o'clock, I'm out of here. I'm not staying until 5
Good.
o'clock. We mutually agreed 5 o'clock. And whereas the older generations, they place a greater value on the unwritten rules of the company culture.
Okay.
What are the ways to deal with this? We were talking 3: think, fuel, and something else.
Yeah, so first thing we want to do is we want to think about this differently, right? You don't exist to support your job. Your job is something that helps support you. Plus, let's just look at the numbers. It costs your employer 150% of your annual salary over an average of 224 days to find, train, and replace someone at your skill level. So really, it's mutually beneficial for you to just take the vacation you truly want to. Second thing, let's fuel differently. Instead of fueling ourselves with horror stories about what could go wrong, fuel yourself with the truth. When you put your attention on something like work, that is information in. When you remove your attention, that's when your brain sorts and processes. So even though you're sitting on the beach, your brain is still answering questions you asked in the office 2 weeks ago. Lastly, allow that to give you permission to move differently. Instead of going to your boss's office, sheepishly being like, oh, you know, and could like take a little vacation. Oh man, go in there.
Right.
Share the good news. Share the good news. You just figured out a way to produce more right answers while saving the company time and money. Who doesn't want to celebrate that? Be proud of what you've done. Be proud of how you work. Go in and share the good news.
So, Mitchell, I worked in radio all my life, and radio people were famous for not taking vacations because they were insecure. They were like, oh, he can hire somebody else to replace me cheaper, and you know, when I come back, I won't have a job. And I saw that happen from time to time. So does that insecurity fall into that, what you were just talking about a minute ago, like we're just got to get in there?
Well, I got to be honest with you, Bill, in a true Virginia This Morning moment, I can't hear a word you just said.
Oh. He's ignoring me, and I'm feeling insecure about it. No, I was.
If we take a vacation, am I still going to be relevant to my job?
Yeah, when I come back, because I worked with radio people, and they're very insecure.
Thank you, Chris.
I can bridge this.
She's
gap. Come on.
translate for
I
me,
got it.
yeah.
Going to be relevant to your job. And you know what? It is only your fear that says you won't be. But a few kind of little hacks that you can implement to make you feel relevant and still connected. While you are on vacation, instead of just having a standard out-of-office email reply, what you can do is replace it every day with a fun status update, almost like you would on social media. So like, today I'm swimming with the sharks, or I'm going paragliding, or I slept for 9 hours on the beach. But when you share a part of yourself and your colleagues and clients can see it, it allows you to connect with them on a more authentic level, on a deeper level, and it puts you at rest knowing that you're still building a relationship, keeping yourself relevant, while still allowing yourself to enjoy where it is you are.
And I think on social media, people want to see that now. They want to connect with you, like you said, on a different platform, I guess, in a different way, seeing you swimming with the sharks or just swimming at the beach, knowing like, oh, I think I want to take a vacation there, so now they can relate to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You have something to talk about when you come back, and it takes the conversation, again, with a colleague or client to a deeper level into something non-work related, which spans any environment.
You should try the food at this little restaurant at that pier.
Yeah.
That would be my share. It's like, and they make great drinks too. Mitchell, thank you so much, buddy. Always. Tell you what, you did such a great job. Take a few days off.
Thank you, thank you. Quickly, Bill, I just wanted to share with you.
Uh-oh.
I gotta see this.
Duke, yesterday, he drew you a picture.
Oh.
He wanted me to share. Yeah, he said, I'm drawing this for Bill. Hold on, where's the camera? We're on the wrong way.
No, you had it. Put it right in front of your face there. Oh, well, there we go.
Drew that for you, Bill.
Nice
I
work,
wanted to
Duke.
draw it on the whiteboard for you. So
And
that
how
was
old
for
is
you.
Duke now? Ask him how old.
How
Duke
old is he now?
All
Oh,
right,
we still
lost
can't
him.
hear.
He's
Okay,
like
okay. Is he 2?
3 years old.
Three.
Rough it
Okay,
up.
there we go.
Okay.
Great seeing you, Mitchell. Thanks for the art.
For more information on the services that Mitchell Creasy provides, just visit our show website later today at virginiathismorning.com.
Stay tuned. There's much more, including great art on our show. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back. Folks, if you own a small procurement business, you might be interested in an upcoming job expo presented by our community partners and friends at the Metropolitan Business League.
Here to tell us more is Dr. Derica Carter-Alexander, Director of Strategic Events at MBL. We welcome her back to the show. Welcome to Virginia This Morning.
Good to be back. How you doing?
We're
We are
good.
doing
Excited
great.
to talk about the expo, which is just down the street. Can't wait for that happening tomorrow. What can we expect there, seeing people, face to face again?
Yeah, it's a great venue. It's very intimate. We'll have larger companies who will be there to meet smaller
The
businesses.
venue's the Bon Secours Training
Bon
Center.
Secours
Yeah.
Training Center,
Okay.
like you said, right down the road. And then what we'll do there is those larger companies will be there to interview maybe something, not really interview. If you're a small business owner, what you want are customers, right? And so what better way to come out, meet buyers in person. They're able to put a face with the name of your business. It's not like you're applying for something online. And then the biggest thing is when you leave the procurement fair, you keep those connections going and those relationships.
Networking, basically,
it's
and you're meeting folks face to face and making an impression. They're making an impression on you. It gets the ball rolling, so to speak, and obviously very important. And you have some amazing companies that everybody knows lined up to be there.
Yes, we do. So Bon Secours will be there. University of Richmond will be there. VSU will be there. Let's see, Dominion Energy. Everybody wants
Nice.
to meet with Dominion Energy. Chesterfield County will be there. We have
Enrico County.
Enrico County will
City
be
of
there.
Richmond.
City of Richmond. We got a lot
The
of
whole list right
And
there.
we also have some agencies that'll be there. So if you're not SWAM certified or you have some questions because you're a newer business about setting up your business, there'll also be vendors there that can give you assistance and give you some information and support on how to get your business really established well. And so it's not just for the person who has an established company.
Right.
I will say if you have questions, come out, meet the vendors, and talk to the MBL. We'll have a table as well, and you'll be able to find out how we can support you with entrepreneur classes and things that we offer.
If you had your heart set on maybe talking, like you said, you see Dominion Energy and they're there, but maybe their table is busy, this could be a good chance for you to branch out, talk to someone new, create that relationship.
Right. And like any kind of fair, you'll just walk around. What I like about this one is sometimes you go to procurement fairs and they're huge, right? Well, this is a nice, intimate, it's fun, you talk. We'll have about 25 or so businesses there. So it's more of an intimate crowd. You can also talk to other business owners and find out what other small business owners are doing. It's a great place to share best practices. So it's really a nice environment.
The Metropolitan Business League will have a table there.
Yes.
And you guys can almost like guides to like, okay, have you talked? What do you do? Well, okay, I'll tell you what my idea. Maybe it's just an idea at this point, not even a small business, or you're a small business. Okay, well, maybe you want to talk to those folks
Absolutely.
as soon as you can, and then after that, so you can kind of help them work their way through.
That's true, because we'll know what some of those companies are looking for in advance. And I'll say somebody like a Dominion, they want to talk to everybody. But someone else might be looking for food vendors, for example. We'll have some construction companies there. And then they'll be looking for some small contractors, for plumbers, electricians, so we can help guide you there. And then we can also, as I mentioned, talk about what we offer, because we do resources, and we have a program called Recharge at the MBL that we do every third Wednesday. So we can also share with you, and we'll be providing some resources for your company.
Now, with the procurement and purchasing, what if you're knowledgeable in some of that, but maybe not all of that? Is this a new career opportunity for some folks?
Well, it really is a place to come get business. And sometimes small business owners get afraid by that word procurement. What's procurement? It's really, if you want to find new customers, this is the place to come and kind of pitch your business and try to get customers from the people that are there.
Dr. Derica, we have a connection with CBS 6 that's going to be there as well.
Yes, well, that's our upcoming, well, we have two connections. So Shelby Brown also works with the NBL, so she'll be there doing some recording.
And if you haven't met Shelby in person, go talk to that girl.
You have to.
Yeah,
you have
she's
to. She'll
such a
find you.
wonderful
You don't
lady.
find her.
I know she'll be wanting to interview companies that are coming. We want to find out, has the fair been helpful? What do you want to see next year at the fair? So she'll be there doing some short interviews. And then I just want to mention something that's coming up. So ladies, if you're listening, those listening right now, August 8th, we are doing a Remarkable Women's Luncheon, and Janine Samuels is our host. So ladies, come out, go to our website, which is the nbl.org, and you'll see we're featuring a young lady named Kimberly Martin, and she's the founder of the KLL Scholarship Foundation.
Yeah, we know Kimberly.
So we have a great time there. We have food, we have fellowship, and it's a collaboration of all kinds of women, all backgrounds, corporate women and entrepreneurs. So we got two connections.
Two connections, two great connections.
Thanks for coming in
You're
today.
welcome, you're welcome.
All right.
The Metropolitan Business League presents the RVA Link Up Expo. It's happening tomorrow, Thursday, July 25th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Bon Secours Training Center on the second floor, 2401 West Lee Street in Richmond. It's free, but now registration is suggested. For more information, visit virginiathismorning.com.
All right, folks, welcome back. We love seeing where you've been, what you've been doing in our Everywhere You Are segment.
Please continue to send in your fun summer moments to us to share on the show. Bill, you're up first.
All right, our first friend, Eric Alfredson, sent these photos on a stop at a bathhouse en route to West Virginia. He said they were amazing, 98 degrees and full of minerals. I didn't even know that was a thing.
It looks refreshing, something to cool you off.
Bathhouse.
That was
Look
probably
at
when it was
that.
so dry. Look at
Wow.
that.
Who knew? All right, thank you, Fred.
Fran Milby and her husband enjoyed some soft shell crabs on Chiquita Island. Let's take a look at that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
They look good.
That does look good.
All right.
Fresh.
And Gail Williams and her family enjoyed a Chili Peppers baseball game down in Colonial Heights.
Now, how much fun is that? We've also seen, is it the neon?
Yeah.
The one that they're playing in the dark? It's
Yeah.
where they do half the game in daylight.
Black
the other
lights and
half.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Very
great.
cool. Now it's your turn to look at your phone and check out all the fun images that you have on it. Select a really good one and send it our way.
Identify that snapshot and video, and then you can upload it to our social media channels. So just send us an email at virginiathismorning@wtvr.com.
If you want to ignite your confidence, become a force, best-selling author Sarah Jakes Roberts shares a blueprint on how to do just that in her new book, Power Moves.
Our Andreas White Murdoch caught up with her, and when she was just starting her book tour, here's that conversation.
She's a powerhouse speaker, an entrepreneur, a New York Times bestseller, a co-pastor of One Los Angeles, and on the leadership team of the Potter's House Dallas. She's the daughter of the one and only Bishop T.D. Jakes. You guessed it. I'm speaking of Sarah Jakes Roberts, who is celebrating the release of her new book, Power Moves, on a book tour that's headed to the DMV. So Sarah, welcome to Virginia This Morning.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here with you.
And we are excited to have you. Thank you for bringing your tour over to the East Coast in Maryland, specifically in Upper Marlboro this weekend. You've had countless awards and you've been recognized internationally for your impacts. And most recently, the Time 100 Next named you an emerging thought leader for this generation. What does that honor mean to you?
It's honestly a bit overwhelming because I never anticipated that my life would be on this trajectory, but I am grateful that my growth and my own desire to just really see myself discover what love and authenticity and restoration look like has inspired so many to do the same.
Absolutely. And I was looking at the cover of the book, which is just so striking as it is, but it has a few words on the front and it says, ignite your confidence and become a force. Now, you have been very open about your story and all that has brought you to where you are. What would you say is the mission behind this particular book?
My desire with this book was to help people who have felt powerless, like I have felt, in just doing everyday things, speaking up in meetings, advocating for ourselves and our relationships, to recognize that that powerlessness does not have to become their norm. And I wanted to help them pinpoint the areas where they feel stifled and to give them the confidence to really figure out what is it that I want to say, who is it that I want to be instead, and how do I begin to move in the direction of that person. And so this book is very near and dear to my heart because so many of us may not say, oh, I want to be powerful, but many of us can relate to the idea of I don't want to feel powerless. And so my prayer is that people are going to really have an encounter with authenticity that allows them to release the gift of them everywhere they go.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, we're going to see a bit of this come out on stage during the book tour. And I hear you've got some special guests who are going to be joining you. So, if you can, who's joining you? And if you can't, what can we expect for the book tour experience?
Oh, goodness. The book tour experience is going to be an interactive evening where you and an intimate group of people begin to pinpoint and identify areas where you have felt stuck and stagnant. You will be motivated and inspired to really own your power and to release that power. And I've got some guests. We are doing 7 cities, and Nedra Glover Tawab, Latoya Luckett, Dr. Cindy Trim, Nona Jones, Lauren London, Risa Tisa, Jason Boland, Adrian Houghton. We have so many guests throughout the entire tour, but my prayer is that it's going to be something that literally makes you feel like you are starting that path from the moment you step into the room, and that when you leave the room, that you're just smooth sailing in the flow of power that was always available to you.
Absolutely. It's such a beautiful, beautiful project, and I look forward to reading it as well. Now, you are headed out on tour, you're on tour already, and it's ending with a virtual event. So you don't necessarily have to be in person for each one. Is the virtual event similar or different than what we'll see in person?
The virtual event will be similar to what we do in person. We're going to record one of the cities. I think the city that really just helps us to nail the message of this book, which outside of just owning your power, is also living with the reality that power is fluid, right? So I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm all of those things that you listed when you were naming my biography. And what power looks like in each of those roles is constantly moving. And so we really want to make sure that we are spreading this message with intentionality so that people feel the liberation to flow in power, whatever that looks like. Power after grief, power after heartbreak, power moves. And just because you had power in a previous season doesn't mean you don't have access to it now. So I think virtual is the best way to show that power moves because we're going to be able to be in so many more cities than us just packing up the bus and going to the select few that we're doing for this tour.
Absolutely. And I can say you have been so inspiring to me as we were talking about before we got started. There are just so many things that I had, nuggets that I've gotten, inspiring moments just in the midst that I needed them, just in that moment that it was like, oh, I needed that word. And I'm so grateful for what you do and the ways that you share. And you're so personable and just so down to earth with your message and what you've been through. So thank you for doing this tour. Thank you for the books that you continue to put out that are New York Times bestsellers. We look forward to continuing to hear a bit about how we can live and breathe our power each and every day, and look forward and wish you all the success.
Oh, thank you so much. It's absolutely my honor to share the lessons I am learning along the way. And I'm grateful that I've had an opportunity to serve you as well.
And we hope you have so much fun in Upper Marlboro, Maryland on May 3rd. There's still time to get tickets, I think, and still time to enjoy the virtual event as well.
For sure. The DMV girlies made me feel so at home. So it feels like a homecoming. I lived there. You know, I lived in Virginia for a few years. So being in the DMV has a lot of nostalgia. I can't wait to be there.
Absolutely. Well, safe travels to you. We look forward to seeing you very, very soon. And thank you once again.
Thank you.
For those of you who are looking forward to getting your tickets to the Power Moves Tour, make sure you visit our website, virginiathismorning.com. Don't wait, get your ticket today.
Earlier in the show, we gave you the phrase, a red letter day. You probably know what it means, but let's find out where that comes from. All right, this is a very short explanation. Here it is. They were originally any Saints' Day marked on the church calendar. Those Saints' Days were marked in red letters. And that's where that comes from.
I should know that only because I'm thinking, okay, calendar, I get my markers out. Each day is something important by which color I'm going to mark it by. And red would be of high importance. I like that. Red letter day. I'd never heard that before. I was way off the scale.
You went the opposite direction.
You
went for scarlet letter. We're talking Saints, so.
Which is unlike me. I feel like I'm usually looking for the positive in everything, and I definitely missed the mark on that one. But now I've heard of it. Now I know.
We know.
Now I know.
That's the point. Such an
Red letter
educational
day.
show. Big thank you for joining us for our educational portion of our program. Our live show returns tomorrow starting at 8:56 a.m.
We hope you have a wonderful High Point Wednesday.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day. Make your own sunshine because there's not going to be a lot of that around today, but enjoy it anyway. And like the lady said, back tomorrow morning, 8:56 a.m. for another edition of Virginia This Morning.
And the positive part of that, this weekend looks like it's going to be rain-free.
The
Mike
sun's
said
coming out
so.
this weekend. He guaranteed it. Money back guarantee. Oh, that's right. You didn't pay anything for that.
I like that.
Well, anyway, it's going to be good.
I was thinking on High Point, maybe we should do like a little sign, High Point, you know, like a house.
Little